Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. I wanted to show you the university bike lane through Hillcrest that they recently redid. I put up a short about it that was a little snarky because a bunch of drivers were just parked in it. And we'll see what happens today. We just went over the 163, which doesn't have a bike lane because Caltrans did not want to put a bike lane over it. People have talked about that a whole bunch. But we are in Hillcrest now. We're approaching 6th and then 4th and 5th. Of course, we have to share the space with the bus, so we're going to do that. And coming up here, so we're at 6th at the next intersection, and if you make the right, you go down onto the 163. They did this weird thing where they put that buffer zone in and want the people on bikes to go over into the regular lane for just a few feet. I would imagine it's because they didn't want people making the right turn to hook into the people on bikes, especially when it's a green light. But it's still weird to have the bike lane get broken up like that. This is the new portion. So the bike lane that was over before 5th continues now, and we're going to stop at this light for a second. One of the things that's cracking me up a little bit is that, I don't know if you all know how sensors work, but all the sensors that tell the traffic light that there are cars there waiting are now in the bike box, and bikes are not going to set those sensors off. They're magnetic. You need a decent amount of metal to do that. Oh, we're just going to go around this driver here who need to get into that driveway. We're going on here, and there's some green paint. There are some flex posts, and flex posts, I think, give a false sense of security about a bike lane. It doesn't actually stop a car. It doesn't stop a driver who wants to be in that space. It just kind of flops down, and it gets broken up, and eventually it just falls off, and it gives people on bikes a false sense of security because that stopping can't happen. Although they will stop somebody on a bike. Yeah, these are all little plastic bases with plastic poles sticking out the top. But we got some paint, we got some buffer, better than it was before. Although I would argue that the stretch we were just on didn't need that much bike lane because it was already pretty slow moving. At every single intersection there was a traffic light, and we just couldn't move that fast. It's here where the sharrows pick up that we really need some kind of bike lane. Alright, we're riding along here, and I really appreciate that driver behind me who's keeping back. I'm going pretty quick. I'm on a pretty fast bike on this particular ride, so I'm enjoying how fast I'm able to go. But this road gets narrow, and I don't know what the solution is, but I've been harassed on this road more times than I can remember, and this is where we need some sort of actual bikeway. And listen, city, if you don't want to put the bike lane here on University, put it north on Washington where there's more space. But there's no bike lane up there either. It's just sharrows up there also. So we're left with two bad situations. Luckily, that driver is nice and backed off. And we're going to take this over to Goldfinch. And from Goldfinch, we're going to hang a right and go through Mission Hills, which is a beautiful neighborhood to bike through. And I have a couple thoughts about that neighborhood too that we'll get into another day. Thanks for coming along with me, and let's drive less and ride a bike. See ya.